created this program in 1990 so we could bring this rich history to our community and a variety of the life stories from all these people that were buried here. Their stories are similar to a lot of your stories of your families too, and all across the country and the world. But they've allowed us to showcase here in Oakwood Cemetery these particular people that were in West Chicago early on, and now we honor them. In the last few years, Glen Oak and Calvary Cemetery as well. Since 1990, much has changed in West Chicago, including the beautiful new St. Mary's Church over there, but much has also stayed the same. And we're so grateful that all these landmarks are here to help us talk about our community's past. The stories you will hear tonight honor the lives of just a few residents who helped shape our community. West Chicago is currently commemorating 175 years in existence. In 1849, 3 train lines crossed at the junction that still exists today on West Washington Street near the library. A railroad town bloomed up from these tracks, creating our town. The stories you hear tonight are part of the full expanse of the history of this community and the land we stand on, with a look to the very history we make each day on our own as we live our lives. The land also has an indigenous history, and we know that the Native people were here before we became known as Junction, Turner, and Turner Junction. West Chicago was originally known just as Junction in 1849, and in 1873 formally incorporated as Turner, and so sometimes called Turner Junction. In 1896, the town's name was formally changed to West Chicago, and this evening you'll hear all those names get changed interchangeably. The ground that embodies so much of our early history, the Oakwood Cemetery, was founded in 1858, 9 years after the railroad arrived, and that created our community. As West Chicago's oldest cemetery, Oakwood represents the foundation of our community, with ties that spread to other West Chicago cemeteries over and around the world through our ancestors and descendants. Today, we greatly value the history here in Oakwood, but the cemetery hasn't always been well kept. Sometimes cows were grazing and gravestones and markers are vandalized, so we're very happy that now everything has been cleaned up, and citizen groups all over have struggled to find ways to maintain the cemetery, because many of the people buried here no longer have ancestors that are there to help them clean up the graves. You can learn more about the history of Oakwood and those buried here at the City Museum. The museum collection holds many genealogical records, and the staff is happy to help you with all your research requests. If you have a question a guide can't answer, then you just go to the museum, and there's going to be a phone number and an email address on the program that you'll receive at the end of the year. So please walk the lighted path. At each station, you will find a light, and a guide that will help you. And please be safe, stay on the lighted path, and enjoy your evening.